Here we are again, act on in real time, with none other than the amazing Brigitte Gabriel. Hello, Brigitte.
Hello, Brent. Good to be back with you and feel great knowing we are making a difference. We can either sit and read the news and get depressed, or we can do something about it. And today, I want to discuss the state of our union. Now, after listening to the State of the Union address by our senile president, America was reminded again why only 37% of Biden's own party want him to run again. Only a quarter of Americans believe the country is headed in the right direction under his leadership. What could Biden tell America when he entered office inheriting a 1.4% inflation rate only to spike it to 7%? How did Americans' 30-year mortgage of 2.7% soar to 6.5% in less than 2 years? How does Biden explain that eggs climbed to $7 a dozen, or a steak hit $15 a pound, or a sheet of plywood reached $95? How does Biden explain to Americans that gas averaged $2.39 a gallon when he took office, and even after draining the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, it is still $3.50 a gallon and now spiked at $5 a gallon in many states? Can Biden explain why once cheap natural gas more than tripled in price in less than a year? What can a president say when in his first 2 years, over 5 million illegals poured into the United States across a non-existent border? How could Biden explain the humiliation in Afghanistan, the draining of our arsenal of key weaponry, or the inability to take down a communist Chinese spy balloon when it first brazenly floated above America, photographing military bases and missile sites as it crossed the entire United States with impunity? We know the answers to all these questions. The American people are not dumb. We do not want to hear more lies and attacks from our government. We want the truth. In his State of the Union address, he never mentioned China. China just violated international law and U.S. airspace. How did Beijing assume, rightly, that they could so easily get away with it? There is no southern border. Biden destroyed it. He greenlighted over 5 million illegal aliens to enter the United States without audit or legality, even as smuggled Mexican drugs kill 100,000 Americans each year. He stopped the building of the wall. He demonized innocent Border Patrol officers. He nullified the immigration laws he swore to uphold. He borrowed $4 trillion in just 2 years to inflate the national debt, now over $32 trillion this year. The middle class has bled 20 to 30% of their 401k retirement plans, representing years worth of lost hard-earned savings. He demolished U.S. deterrence abroad after the greatest humiliation in modern military history, with the flight from Kabul and the abandonment of billions of dollars in military equipment. Russia went into Ukraine because Russia President Vladimir Putin saw no downside after the debacle in Afghanistan. And Biden said, he's not worrying over a Russia invasion or Ukraine if it just proved to be minor. Do you think Putin didn't hear that? America is sliding into ruins right before our eyes. Now, we can sit here and discuss the problem for the next half an hour, or we can discuss what we can do to fix it. Americans are ready to do something to save our country. Americans are hungry to know, what can I do? I know there is a problem, but what can I do? I want to do something. If you are one of those people, I am speaking to you tonight. I am all about action. I encourage you to go to actforamerica.org. Check us out and join us. We are the largest grassroots movement in the nation devoted to preserving and protecting our freedom and values. We named the organization Act for America, not think about America, hope for America, wish for America, or pray for America. You should do all that. But without action, nothing changes. We've helped pass 178 bills on the federal and the state level to protect the country and preserve our freedom. Sign up to get our action alerts. Go to actforamerica.org today and join us.
You know, Brigitte, for the first time that I can remember, people can actually do something about the news they see. And it's not filtered news funded by the enemies of our nation, or it is by patriots. People like you, folks, when you go to actforamerica.org, and we put our money where our mouth is and where our heart is. It's never been a better time, folks, to take action and to make your voice heard. Remember, when you send your information, it's got to be complete. Otherwise, they consider it just another thing. A lot of websites out there will claim to protect the integrity of the vote, but they're really just farming for information and selling it. Brigitte Gabriel and Act for America does not sell your information, folks. You can trust Brigitte Gabriel. You can trust Act for America. Go to actforamerica.org today and take action against this coordinated population replacement and this coordinated invasion that we've seen in other parts of the world. Take action for America today.
Exactly, Brent. Exactly. We, the American people, are waking up. And, you know, people ask me all the time, Brigitte, don't you just lose hope? Don't you just get frustrated? Don't you just get depressed? And I tell them, no, I don't. And here is why. America is different than the rest of the world, Brent. America is an attitude. It's not a geographical location. What makes America different than Europeans and Australians and Canadians and all the other wonderful people in the world, and they are great people in the world, but what makes us different is that spark, is that spunk, is that attitude, is the fact that we believe when we put our mind to something, we can change the world. We can put a man on the moon. We can invent the internet. We can invent computers on an iPhone that you can talk about it. You can take pictures. You can send email about it. What used to sit in rooms as a computer now is at the tip of your fingers. What makes us so different is we have attitude, we have spunk. When we put our mind to something, we make it happen. America is not going to fall under our watch. We love God, we love our country, and we love our families. And we are willing to put it all on the line because we know that we are on the right side. We know that we are on the side of the truth. We know we are on the side of courage. We know we are on the side of integrity. We know we are on the side of honesty. We know that we are on the side of great values, and we are standing up for those values. And we're not going to allow the left and America haters to trample all over these values. And on top of it, to make us feel bad that we are the bad people. Look, I have to tell you, I know all of you watching me right now, you're so frustrated. You think, oh, Brigitte, I am tired. I cannot believe how the left calls us haters and racists. You know, I'm not a racist. I just want secure borders. I just want sovereignty. You're right, you're not a racist, but because they cannot argue with your facts when you start telling them this is illegal, there are other legal ways people can come into our country, because they cannot argue with your facts because you have the law on your side. The only thing they can do is slap a label on you. And then you end up spending all your time defending yourself from the labels. Let it shrug over you like water. I'll never forget my friend Sean Hannity. One time I was doing Hannity. We were at the Fox Studios in New York. And I was telling Sean, I had just read some Google article that came up about me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, can you believe they say this stuff about me? And he said, Brigitte, let me give you a piece of advice. Let it run over your shoulder like water. He said, if I have to read every single bad things they say about me, I'll be suicidal. So forget about it. And that's what I'm telling you, our audience. Forget about the labels. The labels are not going to stick to you. That's the only thing they can do. Meanwhile, you continue taking action. You continue standing up for our country. You continue signing those petitions. You continue calling your elected officials. And you continue being plugged in and involved in local groups in your community who love America and who want to make a difference. And of course, Brent, we are on TV here. We are talking about ways people can act for America. And what, by the way, we send you to actforamerica.org. And the reason we do that is because we make it so easy for you to take action. You don't even have to think about what to do. You don't have to monitor the bills coming down for a vote. We give them to you. We even write scripts for you that you can take action on. We make it so easy for you to take action. So if this message resonates with you, if what Brent and I are saying resonates with you, If you feel you can relate to us, by all means, join us. Go to actforamerica.org and stand with us in every way you can.
It's right there on your screen, folks. actforamerica.org. Go to the membership area, click on the membership button, and join. There's a good chance you're going to spend anywhere between $30 to $65 today on fast food or drive-through, not even counting the other forms of inflation. But if you look at actforamerica.org on the membership button page, you're going to see ways to support us. There's the Patriot level. That's $10 per month. Again, we'll probably spend 3 to 6 times that just today alone on a meal or a meeting. But with that, that's a beautiful Back to Blue badge right there. Full color, blue pen with velvet bag, email updates and time-sensitive action alerts, 9 strategic information package mailings per year. And your membership is 100% tax deductible. You need that tax deduction, especially this year, folks. Then the next level, there's the Elite, $20 per month. Act for America PIN, exclusive calls and briefings with national newsmaker, email updates and time-sensitive action alerts, 9 strategic information package mailings per year, a signed copy of Because They Hate with Brigitte Gabriel. Your membership also is tax deductible. Click on the gold $500 one-time donation, a gold Act lapel pin, exclusive news analysis with Brigitte Gabriel and national newsmakers, email updates and time-sensitive action alerts, 9 strategic information package mailings per year, a personally autographed copy of Because They Hate, and again, it's tax deductible. And finally, the one-time gift of $1,000, tax deductible, you know that. Large Champion of Freedom Challenge coin presented in a black velvet display box, personalized signed letter from Brigitte Gabriel, exclusive news analysis with Brigitte Gabriel and national newsmakers, email updates and time-sensitive action alerts, 9 strategic information package mailings per year. And of course, once again, your membership is tax deductible. Folks, you know, when you really want something, nothing will stop you. And this is great. These pins are great. These mailings are great. These briefings are great. Who doesn't want a signed autographed copy of Brigitte Gabriel's book, one of her many books? But folks, you know, at the end of the day, we've got to come together. We've got to do it right now. You do it at actforamerica.org.
Exactly. And I want you to know that we are working with many other conservative organizations. We're bringing everyone together. You know, before now, now we are fighting for survival. Now we can no longer bicker with each other. You know, the one thing that made me so frustrated with conservative organizations, Brent, and I'm sure you hear it from other people too. Why can't conservatives work together? Why don't you all can come together? And, the reason why conservatives are conservatives is because everybody has an A personality. They're very strong. They're very individualistic. We don't operate in herds. We are individualistic people. We operate independently. I mean, that's why the majority of businesses in America are owned by conservatives. The entrepreneurs tend to be conservatives. But here's what we're doing right now. We are fighting for survival to save America. This is a fight for our survival, for the conservative cause. For people who believe that a mother and a father should be able to have control over what their child is studying in school, or whether their child is actually a male or female, not the 4th grade teacher telling your kid, oh, no, you're not a girl, you're not a boy, we need to put you on hormone change therapy. That decision belongs to the parents, not to the 3rd, 4th grade teacher. So we are standing up for our values as people to control our borders, to protect our country. And I want you to know, folks, that we are bringing conservative organizations together. We are all not working together. We are all sharing information together. We are all working together. I'm a firm believer, a rising tide lifts all boats. When we work together, we all rise together. We all change the future of our country together. We all change the present that we are dealing with together. And, a lot of people say, but oh my gosh, Brigitte, how did the left become so successful? Well, you know what they say, an overnight success takes 20 years. The left didn't start yesterday. They did not start only with Obama. They've been planning this stuff for 20 years. In my first book titled Because They Hate, I have a whole chapter about education and indoctrination in our schools. And Brent, when my book came out and I would talk about this stuff, people would say, oh, Brigitte, that couldn't possibly be happening in our school system. After all, we have separation of church and state. People did not want to believe it, Brent. And the only way people woke up was after COVID, when the kids were studying at home and the parents were able to see on the computer screen what the teacher was telling the kids. That's when parents realized, what are you doing, brainwashing my child? That's unacceptable. And that's when the American people started waking up and becoming engaged. And, I mean, you and I talk about this all the time, Brent. I mean, look,
Right.
you're a parent. I'm a parent. We have children. I have grandchildren. So I want to fix the country, not just for me, not just for my children, but I'm thinking for the next 80 years, because I've got grandbabies who are under 1 year old. So we've got to fix the country for our children and grandchildren.
Brigitte, the best way to win a fight is to know what your enemy wants.
That's right.
We know
That's
what our
right.
enemy wants. It's not a conspiracy theory to say that the left wants the destruction of this country. So many of the prominent politicians quote Saul Alinsky, who was a communist. And of course, his rules for radicals is textbook, for the left and for the rhinos. But folks, if you love your children, you love your family, you love your freedom, you love your way of life. Well, the only thing that is standing in the way of America becoming a socialist communist nation is the middle class. And no wonder there's been a war on small businesses. If you're the owner of a small business and you need a tax deduction, there's no better tax deduction than to give your tax deductible donation to Act for America and to stand with us. The pins are wonderful. The pins are great. They are reminders of your courage and your stance for America. But this is a matter of life and death. The hormone therapy for children, it's not about liberating people to express their genders. It is about wiping out the family unit. There's no secret. The best way to destroy a nation is to destroy its families. When will we learn from history, Brigitte? That's what happened in the Roman Empire. But attacking the family unit, attacking fathers, attacking conservatives, labeling them as terrorists. Remember when patriotic faith-based organizations were labeled terrorist by Janet Reno? It's been a long time, folks.
That's right. That's right. And that's what's happening right now. I mean, we have our government turning against us. The whole government is weaponized against the American people, from the FBI to the DOJ to the CIA to the IRS now, with the 86,000 armed agents, coming to audit us. I mean, are we going to sit by and let America be destroyed? I believe in the American people, Brent. I believe in those of you who are watching us right now. We are speaking to you. We are appealing to you. We are speaking from the heart to you. I encourage you to join us. I encourage you to start a group in your community. We have people starting groups all over the country. Start a group in your community. Join a group in your community. If you can get together 5 of your friends around your a breakfast nook in your kitchen, invite them over for a cup of tea one evening, cookie and desserts. 7 o'clock after dinner, come on over. We're going to start a group, Act for America group, and we're going to start mobilizing in our community, organizing our neighborhood, just like you start a Bible study, just like you start a book club, just like you start a dinner club, a gardening club, or if you are ever involved in any of these types of clubs, that's what we want you to start. But this time for our country. If you are a member of a church, start an Act in Faith chapter. We have Act in Faith chapters and groups in all our churches across the United States. If there is no one in your church, start one. Be the light. Be the seed planted in your church. Be the light that shines into your other congregants to share with them not only the good news of the Bible, not only the good news of how we can save our country, but what they can do to become instruments of change, just like they are instruments of change in the hands of God, changing souls in their community. Now they can, in addition, be an instrument of change for our country, for our value. America was founded on Judeo-Christian values. Western civilization was founded on Judeo-Christian values. It is now up to us to stand up to defend these values. And my friends, make no mistake about it. If America falls, the rest of the world, the rest of Western civilization falls. America is a shining city on a hill. We are the people. The fact of our existence keeps dictators and deters bad actors from behaving badly when we are strong. Do you think under President Trump, do you think Russia would have invaded Ukraine?
No.
Do you think under President Trump, we would have all the illegals crossing our country? Oh my goodness, he was building a wall that was, by the way, 2 weeks away from completion.
Right.
He was building a wall that will block criminals from coming into our country. He deported MS-13 gangs, was shipping them out by the thousands outside of our country. 50% of winning is perception. Right. And we need to come together, and we need to appear strong to our enemies, starting within, to the left, to Antifa, to those who want to destroy America, so that they can know that the American people are rising up and we are stronger than them. Our ideas are better than theirs. Our ideals, our values are better than theirs. We are standing up to fight our country. We're not going to surrender it to them. And the other message we're going to send to the rest of the world is America will always be there, will always be strong, will always be exceptional, will always be a shining city on a hill. If this message resonates with you, I implore you to go to actforamerica.org and join us. Actforamerica.org. Sign up to get our emails and action alert. Start a chapter in your community. Stand with us as a member. Sign up to become a member, or send us a donation. If you do not want to become a member, fine. Send us a one-time donation if you are able. If you have a foundation, we are a 501c3 organization. Your donation is tax deductible. Stand with us in any way you can. Go to actforamerica.org and please answer the call for our nation today, so together we can make a difference.
And we are making a difference, Brigitte. You're making a difference. You did not have to draw your line in the sand and leave a very comfortable life to fight for our country, but you did. Some of the comments when people see Brigitte on Facebook Live or see these shows, they're asking her when she's going to run for something, because your courage and your fearlessness has inspired millions, Brigitte. And folks, you know what? We've got to come together. There are already groups in place with home groups and Sunday school groups and gardening groups, like the gardening group with the drinking
problem.
Yeah. But Brigitte, also, people can give to Act for America, and you can actually make it a recurring thing. Most people, you don't even know where all your money goes. You check your bank balance on your phone and, okay, well, there goes 300, last week in food. Most people are still spending the enormous amounts of money on fast food because habits don't change like that. But you can actually make it a reoccurring $10, a reoccurring $20, or $100, or even a reoccurring $500, and know that you're helping your country. If that's all you do, well, that's helping too, But it's very, very important, folks, that you get informed. And what better thing, Brigitte, than for people to begin to make actforamerica.org their homepage, so that when they get their coffee in the morning, they're going to get accurate news from Act for America. They're going to be able to act on that accurate news with Act for America. They're going to be able to join a chapter or start a chapter with actforamerica.org. They're going to be able to give that tax deductible donation with actforamerica.org. They're going to be able to watch the videos on the video page and share that with their friends and family. Folks, there's no better hub for America and patriots and real news and the ability to act on it than actforamerica.org. So go to actforamerica.org today, save that page on your desktop, become a member, get the action alerts, and again, make that your hub. It's never been a better way to really know what's happening. And of course, there's people who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and then people who say, what happened? Well, you can make things happen with Brigitte Gabriel and the rest of us at Act for America by going to actforamerica.org today.
Exactly, Brent. And what's wonderful about Act for America is we have Act Now campaigns. So we have Act Now campaigns for on the federal level, like issues nationally, and we have Act Now campaigns for the state level. And those campaigns are, for example, stop the 86th IRS agent, or stop, the funding for the IRS, or stop the invasion. and you go to our website, and that's obviously Stop the Invasion. It's about the invasion of our border, which, by the way, now has over 4 million actions on it. That means 4 million people have gone and take action on that action alert. So your voice is multiplied. And what we do with the Act Now campaigns is we notify you about a bill coming down for a vote or an issue. And we say, contact your members of Congress, send them an email. Do you want to send them an email? Here's the issue. Here's the bill coming down for a vote. You say, yes, I want to send them an email. We show you all the pictures of your elected officials on the federal level and the state level. You click, okay, those are my elected officials, confirm. And then the email pops up already pre-written for you. You don't even have to think about it. Because, let's face it, Brent, a lot of people think, oh my gosh, what am I going to write? I do not want to look, stupid in front of my elected official. Right. We already have the email pre-written for you with your name signed on it. With a click of a button, it can go directly from you to your elected official. Doesn't even come to Act for America. Goes directly to your elected official. Then another page pops up. Sign our petition. You sign the petition, which also will be delivered to them. Another page pops up. Would you like to post this on your social media? Our social media experts design Facebook posts and Twitter posts and posts for Getter or whatever your social media is. Literally with a click of a button, you can post that campaign, that Act Now campaign on your social media and share it with all your friends and also tag your elected officials. And then we ask you, do you want to call them? We give you their phone numbers. We even with a script prepared. So you don't have to think, when am I going to call my elected official? Amana. When you are on the phone, a lot of people get so tongue-tied. We even give you a script. All you have to do is read it while you're talking with them on the phone. We make it so easy. Anybody and everybody can take action. We want to empower you. I know a lot of you are frustrated. I know a lot of you watch television. You listen to talk radio. You watch Fox News. You listen to Tucker Carlson. You listen to Christian News, American Family Radio. You're listening to Salem Radio and you're thinking, I am informed. I know what's going on. I am so frustrated with what's going on. I wish I can do something. If you are one of those people who has ever said this to yourself, we are the answer to your prayers. Please go to actforamerica.org and join us because we want to empower you together. Our philosophy at Act for America is this: when everyone does a little, together we accomplish a lot. Your voice, combined with millions of people across the country, will become a megaphone. You are no longer alone. You are one of an army of keyboard activists who are emailing, calling their elected officials, tweeting at their elected officials, posting on Facebook towards their elected officials on issues that makes a difference for the country.
Another fantastic show with news you can act on with none other than Brigitte Gabriel. Thank you, Brigitte.
Thank you, my friend. And may God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.